Mr. Greg, talk to me more about your foundation that you have, the Backpack Barber. How did
Yeah.
everything started?
Um, so obviously you heard my story over the time being here, and I was homeless on and off throughout the years. I didn't go in full detail about every single subject that happened, or we'd be here for days. But I was homeless multiple times. And when I opened my shop in 2016, after my partners, we got rid of those two gentlemen and we rebranded, I knew I had the platform that I wanted that was going to allow me to go out and do community outreach work. And I didn't have to worry about surviving and providing for my family because I'm a worker. I'm going to hustle, I'm going to grind, and I'm going to be a dog in anything that I do because I believe in working for what you want. So I went out and I just started doing homeless outreach haircuts, and it allowed me to create who I am with the foundation through the Backpack Barber Foundation. I would take my backpack with my clippers and a couple hygiene items and a snack and water, and I would go wake guys up in the alleys and certain areas where I know that there was a large population of homeless, and I would get out there with them and share some testimony, share my experience, strength, and hope
There's
through
some
life of
love.
what I experienced and how I was able to overcome it, and most importantly, look them in their face and tell them, "Hey, I love you." If nobody tells you they love you today, Greg the Barber loves you, baby, because you deserve to be loved. And it just started to come together with my clients. I had a couple clients tell me, "Greg, what are you doing? You should create an organization. Like, you can really reach more people. You can do more. You can help more people." And dude, I was like, absolutely. Like, I'm financially good with my barbershop. Like, I'm making good. I'm making over 100 grand a year. I'm able to provide for my wife to be a stay-at-home mom, to be there for the kids, and I can go and do this. And it just took off. And I just started having people volunteering. Hey, how can I help? Can I get involved? Um, and then we how do I say it? We after about a year and a half, we reprogrammed everything with the board. We did like a fresh start, and today we got great people in their position on the board that we plan to make a big difference in communities to come for the next couple of years. My whole goal is so uh, proceeds of the profits of this business go towards my foundation to help it
Amazing.
grow. My goal is to build chapters in different cities and different states where other professionals in the hair industry can go and provide services on behalf of the Backpack Barber Foundation. So they can be volunteers of my organization in communities where there's poverty, heavy poverty, underprivileged youth. There's so many areas that we can make an impact outside of the barbershop with the gift that God gave us. And that's something that I really wanted to instill in the world. That's something that I really wanted to bring to fruition because we're blessed every day to pick up a pair of clippers and make someone else feel incredible. To make someone feel good, you're dealing with their emotions. I get to go cut someone's hair that I don't know, and they don't got to pay me anything. My whole goal in life is to be able to provide enough streams of income with my product line, my real estate, where it's passive enough to where I can then say, I don't need to cut hair every day for the citizens of my community anymore. I get to cut hair for people that don't give me anything in return because they don't need to.
You don't need
Wow.
to.
I want to say something. First, I'm so sorry you had to go through all that. No child should, have to go through something like you had to go through your
Thank you.
early, when you're so young, you had to, go through crazy stuff. You're supposed to be loved and protected, and you were not. But at the same time, if it wasn't for these horrific things that happened to you, you wouldn't be there. You wouldn't care about people that are homeless. Because you experienced it yourself, I think God had a plan for you. This guy is going to go through this, but at the end, he's going to make a difference so other people won't suffer what he had to suffer. So I would say, even though I'm so sorry you had to go through that, now seeing where you are now, do you regret having to go through so much pain, or you feel like it was meant to be?
Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't regret a thing. I don't. Look, there was some very dark nights where I didn't think there would be a bright morning. There were some times where I was close to dying or taking my own life, but I would go back and live those situations over again because I'm happy with the man that I've become and who I've become. I'm grateful for those trials and tribulations that I went through because it's taught me so much. One of the main reasons why I wanted to become a barber too was the fact that I grew up so fucked up and missed out on so many opportunities with learning and education and understanding and going through classes at ESC and being on medication where it was harder for me to learn and understand some things as the classroom was going on. I was falling further and further behind. I knew that if I became a barber, every person that sat in my chair, I got to pick their brain and I got to learn and grow. I mean, I remember watching television and seeing the stock market on the bottom screen. It would go by, and I never understood any of that. I was always like, what is this? And now I have a retirement plan put together. I have stocks. I watch it. I monitor it. I'm addicted to it. Like, it's things like that, real estate, understanding just things outside of that street life, that thug life mentality, what this industry was able to give me and still does. I couldn't say thank you enough. Like, it's mind blowing.